Welcome back to Super Sentai Review. Yes, I know it's been a few days since the last video, but, well, I just finished the Dream for Revolution, so I'm basically back for Gekiranger for the remaining 14 episodes. This one we're discussing episodes 36 and 37 of Gekiranger. In these episodes, well, we get introduced to a brand new villain organization. You can pretty much call it as the Phantom Beast organization, which is the Phantom Beast. This is pretty much the organization that pretty much consumed the last 14 episodes of this series. And then we wrap up here with this one. Now, this one is discussing the first two. Now, Long, who, by the way, despite the fact his true form has been seen in Jungle Fury, Long, as the way he is, as a manipulator, wearing the outfit, he never technically appeared on Jungle Fury. Not really. There's technically no version per se. You could say Daishi is loosely based upon him. But, yeah, so he basically names Kale, a general in the organization. He names Rio, the Phantom King. And, of course, they use Seo. And we have a monster who just basically, and apparently they get, like, new forms in this episode. Yeah, in these two episodes. So, in the case of this one, we actually have an appearance here by, well, the elephant and the shark. Yes, which I think after this, they appear like about 2 more times after this, and that was it. Yeah, it's sad for the fact these two are really good characters. They appear a couple more times. Yep. So, basically, Ritu is being asked to help, well, the elephant move. And they come across a diamond, which, of course, these 3 beautiful women try to steal it to get it back. But they steal it, and then, of course, they have in the park where they take out their thief attires. And meanwhile, though, there's a B plot where a Rishi, yes, a Rishi, one of these, one of the grunts of the series, who doesn't speak, by the way, he wants to become a psycho one. I'll put on the arm, which he does in the episode. So he says, and of course, Kyo's like, the only way to get that position is if you give me a bribe. So he steals diamond from the girls. Well, first he tries to do it, but Rishu is there, and of course, one of the girls, her name is Cherry. She actually, from looks, it looks like she falls madly in love with him just because of this. Because of his style. Also, the elephant is, well, a pervert, so he gets a chance to grow up one of the women. Because, of course, he does. That's what he likes to do. The first person he did it to was Rand, so, of course, he would do this to this one. Of course, he did chase around Mickey's daughter, but he didn't grope her, because I think she's like 12, 13 years old. I highly thought he would do it to her. Rand, I don't think as much because she's basically an adult. Even though she's 18. So, it's perfectly legal. So, and, of course, they all get drunk. And, of course, the girls take the diamond, and of course they have the Cherry kind of backstab, but then of course Ritu takes on Drunken Fist style. Yes, Drunken Fist style. Where basically he kind of also does sleeping style. Yep, and then of course the second Ritu, the Risu who puts on this armor, which was last seen like a while ago. I think these outfits were last seen, I think, back in episode like 25 of the series. Yeah, it's been a while. So, after stealing the diamond and gives it to Kale, she of course gives him like the power, and he accidentally goes giant size, and that happens. And then of course they defeat him. They actually defeat him, and Risu gets sober, and of course the girls will try to quit their lifestyle. But that was a really interesting one. And the next episode is simply basically have the debut of Kale's, her Phoenix form after she experiences screams. Because they go through this blood ritual. And of course they also explain how the various styles of the beast, the Geki thing, and they explain the stars, which I thought was quite interesting. Long explained it. I thought that was quite interesting dialogue by him. And of course, well, her becoming more involved after first you go through a blood ritual. Of course, they do this by a weird way, by having her sort of open up her chest, by not like ripping her skin out, but just basically does almost like pulling a zipper, and somehow her Rishi gets drained on the floor, and of course merges up with Long's Geki, and gets merged to her, and she becomes a little more. She doesn't feel much different until she feels the screams first time, and that's when we get the debut of her Phoenix form. And of course, also, the monster is not destroyed this episode, which is strange to say the least. This actually is the first time in quite a while that a monster is not destroyed in its debut episode. It's sort of, in the course of the episode, features one of the most annoying tropes of Super Sentai. The female member of the team forced to go to a marriage interview. Or at least the parent trying to basically have these people get married. Because basically I think they're taking too long. In case you're curious though, what was the first Sentai I came across where it was like this? This happened a few times per se. This happened in Live Man, where Megumin's father basically trying to do a marriage thing. The Red Ranger in Jetman basically the same thing. Well, of course, also in, let's see, was it Time Ranger? No, I believe it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was Turbo Ranger, if I remember correctly. This happened a few times per se. Actually, no, yeah. So this happened a few times, but it doesn't happen as often as you think. But it's a trope. I don't mind characters getting married. That's not an issue. The issue is basically a person forcing them to get married just to obtain a social standing. And of course, Rand's mom is like, talk is futile. Basically, it's kind of like her way or the highway. And my personal guess is the reason why that they have it happen in the series is because she wants to maintain her own personal standing by having Rand get engaged to a government official. Yep, despite the fact she's not ready for marriage yet, they're forcing her at the age of 18, she's like 18, 19 years old. And of course, basically, she sets over herself and brings her mother to a battle. Luckily, she keeps her a distance away from the battle itself. Miki does explain to her, Rand's mom, Rand is the captain, she can't win the team. And I should point out, though, Ken likes to call Rand Ren-chun because he's older than Rand. I think the only reason Rand doesn't correct him, basically tell call captain, is because he's older. And there's also a fight, a little bit of skirmish in the episode between the Rangers who's commanding the Rhino Zord. When of course Ken's like, it's my Zord. I'm the one basically tasked with the damn thing. So I'm the one tasked with it, so basically it's my job to control the pilot. Yep. And that was basically a minor plot in the episode. But I think that probably of these two episodes, its strong points is a new villain organization. I thought that was a really good idea. I think for some people watching the series, I think they must have felt as though that the previous villain organization, the Rishi organization, was getting a little stale. So they decided to have pretty much the characters they just introduced. I think it started with episode, I think it was like 15 or 16. Like bringing these fiends in, this sort of like generals have wanted to kind of overthrow the lead or take over the nation. And then pretty much have these characters like all like get killed off by episode 35. Yes, my guess is, and this is my personal theory of why they decided to change the organization. The reason why, and this is just a theory, I think the ratings must have been slipping. Yes, I think that the Gekiranger was not living up to the expectation by Toei, so Toei requested, or at least ordered them to change the organization because they probably felt as though that the kids who watched the show at this point probably felt bored with this organization. So let's do something different. And also they probably felt as though it was a bit long in the tooth. Now, this is also the first Sentai series I've come across where we had the previous organization completely wiped out about a little over halfway through the series, and then the last chunk of it have a brand new organization. Now, this is common for Kamen Rider to do this, not Super Sentai. Now, that's just my personal theory. I don't know what exactly the reason was. I have not researched the reason why Toei decided to have the villain organization change. It could be something the writers wanted to do. I don't know. And here's the thing. You might be curious, though, because I've met Power Rangers. Haven't met anybody who actually been on Juken Fury. Nope. Of the Comic Cons I've gone to in the last several years, I've never met anybody who's been on the Disney era Power Ranger series or even who were the stars of the Neo Saban / Hasbro era. Never any of these people. The first, basically, I think people from people on Time Force, Zeo, Mighty Morphin, but not Junk of Fury. Junk of Fury, I've never had anybody work in that one. Never. Though I'm hoping a chance to meet Maya, because I found out she's going to be making Kind of Land next week, so I'll hopefully get a chance to meet her. That's going to be quite interesting. First person from Lost Galaxy. That should be interesting, to say the least. Yep. But yeah, that's particularly a particular view. Next up, basically, if I get time to, discussing my comic corners. But yeah, so we're back, and we only have 12 more episodes left to go. And I'm thinking by this weekend, I'm probably going to cap off the series and then move on to Kamen Rider Super 1. That's what we're working on next, by the way. Okay? So, bye.